I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the General Hospital edition. Today is Thursday, September the 15th, 2022. All right, y'all, let's get right into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8. It was solid. It was solid to me. All right, so Carly. So we see Carly is still in Jacksonville, and she run into this woman named Miss Honeywell, I believe her last name was. Anyways, she and Carly just kicking it off, having a nice little conversation. They vibing, everything is all good or whatever. Carly's reading a book, everything is great. And then Miss Honeycomb sees a man, and she said, "Look at him with that. That is not his daughter." And she said, "Oh, I'm about to call the management and stuff." And Carly said, "Why?" Carly was me. Ma'am, you're a busybody. Mind your business. And she said, because that is just so disgusting. And she putting it all on the woman being a garden tool. She putting it all on the woman. And Carly said, I didn't see him complaining. I didn't see him saying anything or whatever. And she said, well, men are weak, honey. And so they kept on talking because they getting into it now. And then she gonna bring up Carly's aunt's home who she got tore down or whatever. And Carly said, I know Rose was my aunt or whatever. So then they going back and forth talking about she went moved to Port Charles and all that. She said Port Charles lost Jacksonville's gang. I said, oh, you one of them. You're one of them nasty nice ones. And so Carly said, her name is Carolyn Benson, and she said, you took my daughter's name. And then they started talking about how they knew each other. So they said she was the mother of Reese. Reese and Carly were very close. Carly, grew up without privilege, but Reese, they had money, so she had a lot of privilege. Well, anyways, Carly met them when they were 12, and she said the mom, but mama was supposed to be watching them because Carly's mama couldn't do it because she had to work. She was a secretary, so she had to work. So she was seeing Carly with them, thinking she was, because Reese wanted her there, and the mom was like, I thought, what? Why not? That's what Miss Honeywell said. I'm gonna call her Miss Honey because I didn't know if it's Honeycomb or Honeywell. Anyway, that's what Miss Honey said. And so she said, I knew you was trash when I talked to your mom. I said, Lord have mercy. But anyway, so she said, but Reese wanted you around. So I said, okay, she could come around or whatever. So she let Miss Carly come around. She said, but why did I do that, child? Because as soon as I did that, what did you go and do? You went and you got my husband. And you broke Reese's heart. And now you have the audacity to carry her name. And Carly said, ma'am, I was 16 and I didn't know how to tell your husband no. So what it sounds like is that, because I know a lot of people say, well, if you didn't say no, or if you were in this relationship, no, what it sounds like is he was molesting Carly. She was 16. He was in his 40s. He knew Carly couldn't say no to it. And so he was sexually assaulting her. That's what that sounds like. And like most people, they blame the child instead of, like, because 16 is not a woman. 16 is not a woman. I hate when people do that, because that's not a woman. So why are you blaming a child for something a man in his 40s did? Like, you shouldn't even still be married to that man. He's a molester. But anyways, she said, Carly was like, it's not my fault, what happened to me. And she said, I'm not that little girl anymore. I'm a grown woman, and I've been going by Carly most of my adult life. So it is what it is or whatever. So I guess we're going to go into deep today. I guess this is what they're going to do with Carly, because for a minute there, I was about to say yesterday, Carly has no storyline. Y'all just making up stuff for her. So I guess this is going to have us go deeper into her storyline. Now, she still doesn't have her phone because she left it on the plane or whatever. She won't get it till tomorrow. So then we see Dex and Michael. Didn't we say at the beginning when Michael first hired Dex that we said, I bet Dex gonna start liking Sonny. Like, after he get to really know Sonny, I bet he gonna start liking him. And his mindset, like, he's still gonna think, Sonny do bad stuff, but I get it. Like you get why he doing it or whatever. So Michael says, "What's the progress?" Michael said, "Dex said you told me to slow down. Now you wanted to have all this progress." I guess Michael said, "We're running out of time. Like I want this done." I said, "Sir, what you need to do is get over there with your wife and figure out what's going on with her." And Dex is just like, I kind of like Sonny. He's like, what are you talking about? I hired you because you were a man, a person. He says, I still want to take somebody down, but I feel like he do stuff, and I kind of understand why he doing it, because now he's getting to know the people in the town, and he's being around the different people and stuff. So I guess he's seeing why. It's always a thin line between right and wrong. We're always one bad decision away from being locked up. That's what Monique said. But that is true. You're one bad decision. Like if you make one bad choice, you could change the course of your life. Y'all get what I'm saying. I'm being too deep. Let me go. Come on, Nikki. Let's go. So anyways, Dex and Michael are talking or whatever. And so Michael says, you need to stay focused and you need to get in Sonny's good graces or whatever. He said, you changed Ava. You saved Ava's life. What else does he want? And then Dex said, well, Jocelyn had a lot to do with that. And Michael said, don't be around my sister now. And Dex was like, I mean, it was just, because it wasn't like he was trying to be around her. I said, Michael don't know how y'all was in the dumpster and all that together, but come on now. I said, this is about to be a mess or whatever. So then we see Drew. Just pause this right there with them, and we're going to pick that back up. Because then we see Drew. I said, baby, get this man a storyline, because he is blowing Carly's phone up. He don't have nothing to talk about. And so he blowing Carly's phone up, and Willow comes in or whatever, and she said she just got up from a nap and everything. And he said, oh, I didn't know you took naps, you so busy. And she said, no, I actually cut my hours back and everything. And she said, I'm gonna make me some tea. And he said, I'll make that, you're going through so much. She said, who told you? I said, now Willow, calm down, girl. Ain't nobody told nobody nothing. What's wrong with you? But Willow's so scared that I said, who could have told, girl? The only person that kind of sort of thinking they know something and they completely wrong, I think they got it all wrong, is Nina. He said, told me that a pregnant woman would be tired. And she was like, oh, it's just the hormones. I can't wait to get out of this first trimester and everything. He said, oh. So anyways, they keep talking or whatever. And he talks about how lucky, the family is to have her, Michael, and Wiley. And she talks about how good of an influence he is. I said, what? He's not a good influence on Michael. Michael, do what he want to do. And he said, I don't know about that. Don't know, because you're not. And so he said, so they just keep talking or whatever. And then finally Michael comes in, because honestly, I heard him talking, but I gotta do better. I gotta do better when somebody on the screen that I don't really care for. I hear it, but it's like my mind goes somewhere else. I'm gonna do better. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do better. So then Drew, Willow, and Michael are there, because he comes in and he says, Willow, why didn't you answer my phone? And she was like, what? What is it? I had it charging or something. She left it. And he said, Brando's been attacked. And so she said, I want to go see Sasha or whatever. And it was just a random attack. And Brando's in attack and he's in surgery now. She said, I got to go see Sasha. He said, I'm going to go with you, but I'm trying to call my mom. And Drew, I'll call her. I said, yeah, I bet you will. Carly going to get all the missed calls. Man, one time, this guy was trying to date me. Y'all, he left me so many calls. Because, sometimes when you're working, this was years ago. Sometimes when you're working, I used to work at a company where you couldn't have your phone on you like that. And he spammed me so hard that I said, something ain't right. I left it alone. Stop it, Drew. I said that to say, stop it, Drew. That girl gonna see all them missed calls from you and be thinking something wrong. And you just trying to talk. After you're she's getting the calls. After you don't hear from her, let it go. Let's move on. So Sonny is in there with Nicholas and Ava. And Nicholas says, Sonny, I didn't do this to Ava or whatever. And he said, I know you didn't, because you can't be two places at once. And they said, what are you talking about? And he said, Brando was attacked. And they were like, oh my gosh, is he okay? And he was like, he's in surgery right now and everything. And they said, Ava says, how do you know it was the same person that attacked me? And he said, because the police are saying that the person who attacked y'all has a hook, and the person who attacked Brando had a hook or whatever. And so Sonny just was in there to update them, and he told Ava, I'm going to tell Ava you love her and everything. And they were like, okay, cool. So then Nicholas and Ava talk. And I'm not going to hold you long on this. Nicholas just begging Ava to come back to him. And Ava saying, I don't want you. That's pretty much what she's saying. She's saying, I don't want you, sir. I don't care what you say. I don't care how many times you say it. You there. I don't want you. I'm done with you. There's nothing you can say or do to make me want you and everything. So that's that on that is what I heard. Because she I mean, she just doesn't want him anymore. She can't forgive him. She can't trust him. Nicholas is trying to get her. I said, Nicholas, I mean, she's in the hospital right now, but you're gonna have to woo her. Like, you coming to the hospital, she done got hooked. Where are the flowers? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Show a little effort. Like, show some kind of effort. Give her, like, where are the flowers? Where's the get well card? Where are the balloons? You got to do something. You can't just get in her face telling her, I didn't kill you, so we should be together. No, you still slept with Esme, and y'all still had this heated argument, and you still think that she purposely told Spencer, because he said, well, you wanted to tell Spencer. Girl, boy, bye. If you don't get out her face with that, and she tells him, no, I'm not gonna forgive you, he ain't gonna give up. So then we see Sasha, Gladys, and Christina and Nina comes up, because Sonny told Sonny told Nina about Brando. And so, of course, she's going there because, Sasha is like a daughter to Nina. So she's there to show her support and everything. And she says, Nina, I can't do this without Brando. Like, he has to make it. And I said, dang, you got to make it, sir. And so then TJ comes out and he tells them that Brando's rib was broke and it's shred or something, and so they're trying to get all those pieces and everything out. I said, okay. And so then they gather Sasha, Nina, and Gladys, and he's like, Christina, nobody's here with you. Where's Sonny? Or whatever. But Sonny just went to check up on Avery, and he comes right back. And so Christina go running to him and everything, and he's like, she's like, you're keeping protection on Ava? And he said, yeah, I'm keeping protection on her and everything, because he don't know who doing this. And so then that's when Jordan comes up. And also they had updated Sonny on Brando. So when Jordan comes up, she says, I need to speak to Christina. And it makes sense. Christina was the person who Christina was the person who saw everything go down. So she speaks to Christina, and Christina is like, I didn't see their face. She said, I just assumed it was a man, because she calls him a guy. She said, and she saw the hook in the air and it just went down. And she said, but she saw Brando, trying to fight him or whatever, or trying to block him from hooking him. She said, I just started screaming. And like, so Sonny tells her, okay, Christina, go ahead and go. And so she leaves because she's getting upset and everything. And he tells Jordan, do I need to be afraid for my daughter? Like, is my daughter in danger? And she tells him, no, your daughter, like, I think it's just some act of opportunity. And I said, I don't know what it is. Like, because it's starting to feel like whoever this is, they're just going after somebody. But it's nothing for General Hospital to kill off a favorite. Like, they want to go, and I said, please don't kill Brando off. Please, I like Brando. Don't do this. But anyways, Jordan tells him it's nothing. She thinks it's just random. Like the killer has no preference or whatever. Somebody said they thought it was Ryan, and I was like, well, it could, because Ryan he do like that blonde hair and everything. And when we saw him running after Jocelyn, I was like, huh, because you know he attacked Ava, and then he'll like, and now I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. I just don't know. So then Rory comes up and they all talk, and she tells him that Jordan tells Rory that they're talking about what else happened, like why was Brando outside. They said we don't know, and they said what did Brando like, do you think he heard something? And they said he might have. And so then they said, well, who else was there? And they were like, Jocelyn was there, but she went after Jocelyn was there, but she left. And they said, and also Sonny's guy was there. And I said, yeah, it's Sonny got it. No, I don't think Dex did this. And they said, but Sonny's guy was there. And so they're like, okay. And so you could see Sonny's wheels turning. So then TJ comes out. And so, because Jordan tells Rory, go talk to Jocelyn. So then TJ comes out and he gives them an update, and he tells them that Brando's blood pressure got too high, so they had to stop the surgery. As soon as they get back down, they're going to complete the surgery. I said, Lord, please, no. But anyways, then we go to Trina, Josh, Rory. This is before Rory had went to Jordan. This was before all that, and Cam. And so they're all chilling, and then they start talking about school and stuff, and they break off into separates. So Trina talks to Rory, and she said they were like talking. She said he was like, I know you trying to take me away because I didn't go to college, and y'all are all talking about college plans or whatever. I said, but you gotta. He's a police officer. You know what I mean? He might not have went to college, but he's in a nice profession and everything. So I mean, he's good. So he's like, so anyways, Trina is just like, excuse me, my sinus. Trina is just like, so if you don't want to talk about school, if we don't have to talk about school, let's talk about Spencer. And she said, I need to tell you why I was there. She said, I found out that Spencer, was doing everything to help me. And he says, oh wow. She says, so I wanted to talk to him about it. And then she ends up telling Rory, but at the end of the day, I don't want Spencer because he lied to me. Rory even was like, but he was trying to do the right thing. And she said, yeah, but typical Spencer, always trying to do it on his own instead of opening up and trusting me and telling me what was going on. She says, I don't want to be with somebody like that. I want to be with somebody who's open. I said, well, okay. Telling Rory, I like the fact that you tell me what's going on and you trust me with plans and everything. And I guess what's coming up. So I said, okay, well, okay then. That's what we're gonna do. But y'all, we get over here to Jocelyn and Cam, and he's talking about, they're talking about school and everything. What else? They talk about school, and then they started talking about was it Dex? Hold on.